Um, ah. There we go. Don't know why it was being difficult, but hey folks, what's going on? It's me, Andrew Westmoreland, back again with yet another stream. So I have some stuff lined up for us today. Looking a little scraggly. Where do we want to start? There we are. Making sure everything's streaming correctly. Has it really been going for 8 minutes? 8.5 minutes. Jeez. Okay. I've got quite a bit of stuff that I'm scrolling through. Mute that. Okay. Let's share my screen here. So I'm going to be just going through a couple things. It's you know, it's what day of the week are we on? Thursday, I think. Yeah, it's Thursday, October 23rd. Share screen. Okay. Actually, hold on. I keep doing this. Not today, Satan. Share, but make sure the audio is sharing. Entire screen. There we go. There we go.
This man exposed the city council and they tried to arrest him just for telling the truth. But wait, what happens next?
Chief Blanchard, you piece of shit.
I'm not going to put up with any defamation character.
That's not defamation, that's a fact.
I don't care. You're either going to
I'm
respect
asking
this
you a
place or
question.
you're going to be asked to walk out.
I'm going to be arrested. Fine.
Surprisingly, his lawyer was at the meeting and immediately took action. Little did the council know they were in big trouble.
I'm a civil rights attorney, and what I just witnessed was a violation of rights. Let me read something to you. Swear words do not provide probable cause for an arrest because the words, as a matter of law, are not fighting words. We are allowed to fucking talk about what we think about you. If I think the city manager's a piece of shit, I can say that.
You're going to be escorted.
You escort me out, I'll sue you as well, Mr. Mayor.
Do whatever you want.
Oh, you're going to arrest me? Okay, so under the threat of arrest, you just filed.
The police chief disrespectfully told him to come back with a lawsuit. And a couple of weeks later, he surprised them with this.
Last time I was here, Chief Blanchard gave me some advice, and I'm finally going to obey. He said, stop talking and just sue me. Okay, Chief, here we go. These are your lawsuits.
This man exposed the city council and
I know that's right. Sue the bastards, man. Yeah, a lot of these small towns, man. Not all of them, but a lot of them. They have these like little micro tyrannies, and they think that they're in charge of everything, and that they can just tell everybody what to do, and that's not how America is. So no, fuck off. All right, let's go to. I believe this is in Portland. It says a badass mom at a local school interrupts a group of junkies doing narcotics in front of the school. When she asks them to leave, the one on the bike approaches her and takes several swings at her. She maces him. The group ends up leaving. Wow.
Hey there. Do you see this says? It says school zone. School zone. That right there is a school. School's in session. Doing drugs right here in the school zone is going to get you a felony. You guys got 2 minutes, and then I'm calling Bike Squad. They're on speed dial. Yep, you guys got to take this shit and take it out of the school zone. All right. That's fine. You can do your fucking drugs, just not in front of the kids. It's a wrong thing to do.
There's other fucking ways how to approach people and say, like, how are you doing right now?
How you doing right now? I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm protecting the kids.
Protecting the kids. Oh,
Yep. This is a school.
You notice how most of the people are just like, yeah, you're right. You got me. You're right. Maybe we shouldn't be doing the drugs. And they're packing up like, all right, cool. And there's
Zone.
one guy on the bike.
This is a school zone.
That of
This is a school
It's not
zone.
very professional of you at all.
I'm not a professional.
We're barbaric.
I'm a mama.
Fuck out of here, mama.
Take the drugs out of the school zone. That's the whole point.
I'm on the fucking public block.
Good for you.
Once you get the phone out of my fucking face, dude.
Get your fucking drugs out of my street, dude.
Dude, get that phone out of my fucking face, dude. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, dude.
Get the drugs out of here, and I
You
will.
don't have permission to film me.
You're in public. You don't have the right to
You
say that I
have
don't.
permission to fucking film me. Get this shit out of here, man.
Get the drugs out of
Get
here.
that fucking phone out of my face, dude.
I'm gonna mace you. I'm gonna mace you. Get the drugs out of here.
You keep filming me.
Get the drugs out.
I'm taking the box.
Get the drugs out. Get the drugs out of here. You're in a school zone.
Get that fucking phone out of my face,
I'm
bitch.
gonna mace you.
Get that phone out of my face, dude. You don't got permission to film me, man.
Get out.
Get that fucking phone out of my face, man.
Get out of here with the goddamn. I'm gonna
the
mace
gun?
you
What the fuck
again
you talking
with the
about,
goddamn
gun?
drugs.
Dude, you don't have permission to film me. Get that
You
out
don't
of
have
my face.
permission to do drugs in my school zone.
Get that shit
Get
out
out.
of my face, dude.
Get
and they're
out.
right in front of people's
Get out.
houses
Get
too.
out.
Oh, that's the kind I got. Oh man, that's the good stuff. Good girl. Yeah, that's the gel kind of pepper spray. So it doesn't aerosolize as much and it doesn't just gas everybody out. It's like little pepper gel and it'll stick to you, stick to the person that you're spraying it on. Just directly get them.
Can you call for me, please?
Get out of here, bitch. Fucking bitch. Fuck, man.
Your face is gonna be all over the place, all over this neighborhood and all over social media.
That's fucking fine. Fucking fine. Film me. Film me.
Get the drugs out of the school zone. I think I'm okay. Thank you.
I mean, it's sad
Thank
too.
you.
Like he's all completely drugged out. He's trying. It's sad. It really is. Because and most of these people, they looked really young. They look like they're in their late 20s, maybe. And they need help, man. But these liberal Democrat areas, they're soft on crime. And instead of, getting rid of the drugs out of the city and helping people, getting people on, using all this money that they have to get these people on treatment programs, it's just not right, man. I mean, this is just sad. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, wait. Okay, we got a meme. This looks like UK, London, maybe. I know that music. No. Beautiful. I love how look how she's jogging, she can't even run right. Like a goddamn goblin. It's beautiful. Okay, what do we got here? This is at one of these far leftist rallies. Let's see.
Well, dig him up and fuck him in the neck hole.
Wow, how
Why don't you fuck his corpse? corpse in the neck.
Why you hiding your fucking
Dig him
fat
up
hot
and
dog
fuck
neck?
He's
him.
with cop
Likes
watch.
me to wear it while I fuck her in the ass.
You ain't never fucked a girl. You only fuck kids, and you know it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I absolutely do love Charlie Kirk.
Well, dig him up and
Charlie Kirk.
well, dig him up and fuck him in the neck hole.
Wow, how cool.
I mean, so, like, why is he wearing insane body armor like he's going to battle? I don't understand these people. I truly don't. And it's just more evidence like Cop Watch. If you don't know what Cop Watch is, oh my gosh. They started like 10, 12, 14 years ago when Facebook was like really at its peak, before all the grandmas and you know, the Gen Xers came in. Back when it was still cool, Cop Watch was one of these organizations that went in and all they did was post nothing but police brutality videos and police involved shooting videos nonstop. That's all they did all day long. And it radicalized an entire generation. Everyone started thinking, oh my gosh, the police are just gonna, when they pull me over, they're gonna kill me. And they're one of the main reasons why things have gotten this bad. They completely, through propaganda, and again, it was just pure manipulation. If you only see the bad stuff, and again, it was a drop in the bucket. You look at the statistics, 99.999% of police interactions are positive, or at the very least non-violent. There's no force needed. Hey, I'm pulling you over because you were speeding. Hey, can you not speed? Okay, thank you, have a good day. Or it'd be like, hey, you were speeding significantly. You're 15 over. You need to slow it down. I'm going to give you a ticket. It's $150. Slow that shit down. All right, yeah, you got me. Sorry. Have a nice day. That's most of the police interactions you're going to have. But these people, Cop Watch and Cop Block and all these other ones, they only showed where the police were abusing people. America is a huge place. So they're showing videos from all across America. And again, they're only showing these bad, negative interactions. There are millions of police officers in the United States of America. Millions. So out of the millions, and then you're seeing, what, at this point, maybe 50 separate police officers, maybe 100. We'll be generous and say it was 100 police officers in the last 10 years that have been in these police brutality videos. Okay? And out of millions of officers, you had maybe 100 that have done wrong in these shootings and police brutalities. So that drop in the bucket makes all police look scary and dangerous and unhinged. That's the power of propaganda, and this is why it should be illegal. You should not be able to manipulate and lie. We have to make it a law that you have to identify stuff as propaganda. Like you have to, if you're part of some kind of political group or a political action committee, super PAC, anything, it needs to be disclosed. Like you have to have it on the video that you're posting. Whatever it is, it needs to be considered like an advertisement by default. You should not be allowed to just spew out hate and propaganda. And the same thing with the anti-black racism stuff, right? Of course you have the anti-white, but there's this other trend that I'm seeing where there are these anonymous accounts and all they do is post black people doing horrible things, like ignorant things, annoying things, being loud, ratchet, and all that stuff. It's really annoying. And it's only posted to radicalize people. So, yeah, I'm no fan of Cop Watch. They are far left degenerate fucks. And I think they need to be regulated by the government. They're violent propagandists. All right, let's see what else we got here.
Enough of your 6'7s and she was a fairy. How about I make your phone disappear like a fairy? Or I'll call your mom 6-7 times and let her know you've been using my phone in class to do your oral for me. How about I speak your language and tell you that it's going to be skibbity detention? And you, I don't care if you have W, Ridge. You have an F in my grade book.
Is this even real? Where's...
How about I make your phone disappear like a fairy? Or I'll call your mom 6-7 times and let her know you've been using my phone in class to do your oral for her. How about I speak your language and tell you that it's gonna be skibbity detention? And you, I don't care if you have W Ridge, you have an F in my grade book.
I don't even think this is real. Why is it sex segregated? Why is it all dudes? This is fake. Yeah. Fake. This is like 6-7 is like straight brain rot, bro. It really is. Like, what is this shit? Like, I understand I'm like old now, right? I'm getting old. You see the gray in my beard. I'm 39 years old, but what is this? This is straight brain rot. 6-7 shit. Can someone explain 6-7? Like, I've seen what's posted, right? Like what they claim it is. But it's like at no point does it make any sense to me. Okay, I try to put this in here and like none of it, it's like not even popping up at all. It's literally any instance of 6 and 7. All right, well, that's retarded. But anyway, 6-7 is just so dumb. Okay, what is this? Some good news.
Gentlemen, many of you may have wondered why our number one is not here, Philibonti, and why Tate was filling in. I am currently peeling some foil off of a bottle of bubbly, which says, "Pop and cheer when baby Labonte is here," as Philibonti has just super chatted. I'm at the hospital. Sarah's water just broke, and we're about to welcome our first son to the world. By the time you read this, he will likely already be here. Thanks for all the prayers and well wishes. Congratulations, Phil and Sarah. I am going to pop open this delicious bubbly. There we go.
Adding new kids to the world is needed, so that's cool. The hell, ma'am.
Something's wrong with those pants. Did you stuff them?
No, these are my new Polar Associates. You swoop and you scoop. Look at that.
Are they normal or?
No, so they have a glue band underneath that lifts your glutes all the way up. Insane tummy control. Plus, they have good pockets.
Oh my gosh, is that the only type or?
No, they have different colors and cuts. I have the one that flares right at your legs.
Oh my gosh, if they're on sale, I'll get you a pair.
Okay, well, I'm gonna leave the link right down
She's
below.
not wearing underwear. You can clearly see her lips. Okay, it's like, okay, we know what you're doing. You guys are like being trashy.
Shit, I'm pregnant.
Having kids is such an important decision.
We're just waiting for the right time. It's not something you want to rush into, obviously.
No way.
Yeah. It's sad because this is true. You know, I'm not like a genius level person, but I too have had these same sentiments. Like, I was raised and, you know, you have to like wait for the right time and, you know, all this other stuff. And what ends up happening is there's never a good time. If you don't have kids young, you lose your fertility window, especially women, obviously. Men technically can have kids up until their 90s, or the day they die. But the quality of sperm is obviously going to be like significantly lower. And yes, this is from Idiocracy 2006.
I got too many damn kids. Thought you was on the pill or some shit.
Hell no.
and this is, I mean, it's hilarious. This movie, obviously, I need to watch it again. It's time. But yeah, it's really how this happens, right? Is these people will the lower IQ, the lower class type of people, quote unquote lower class, they'll have these babies, so they'll just popping them out. Lower IQ people popping out babies, and the high IQ people are overthinking. Well, we have to finish our college degrees, and we need to establish ourselves in our new careers, and we're going to do all these different things because we absolutely have to. I didn't even turn my lights on. Shame on me. And yeah, so what ends up happening is exactly that. Is you'll have the people, the higher IQ people, the more intelligent people, the higher IQ people will end up tending to have less babies, and the lower IQ people have more babies. And over time, it does kind of cause problems. So I think in the future, when we're able to do artificial wombs, we're going to have some really interesting things going on, especially with genetic engineering. We have to do it. I mean, this is another huge conversation that society's not really ready for. We're on the precipice of like these three converging major explosive events in human history. We have AI. AI is like a huge one. Like, we're right on the precipice of that actually taking off and becoming this huge thing where AI is going to be able to like catapult our technology hundreds of years essentially in the future, like really quickly, rapidly. Second one is, again, genetic engineering. Being able to, in utero, or even outside of it, inside of the test tube, as you're trying to design the baby, you can filter out all of the bad genes, the genes that cause disease, and any hereditary elements and genetic malformations and stuff, and you can select or deselect that out of the genes, and that's going to be amazing. It's gonna the quality of life and the human suffering levels are going to go down. Obviously, you're going to have problems like the movie Gattaca, where you could potentially have a two-class system. You'd have the genetic purebreds that will actually be inferior to the people who can afford the genetic manipulation. So yeah, I mean, it's one of these things, like, we have to look at this and just say, how far are we going to go, and what's going to be the limit as far as, how far are we going to take this stuff? I totally lost my thought on the third one. I said, I think it's energy then. Yeah, so we have the AI, we have the genetic engineering, and then it should be energy. Once we figure out how to harness energy better, something like cold fusion or better, more reliable fusion, energy is just super abundant. That's it. You combine all three of these, and then humanity is just going to spread out. We're going to explode across the stars. And I can't wait. This is what we have to do. This is what we need to do to survive as a species. So I'm really looking forward to this future. Okay. I don't know why the audio on this just keeps like going really high. I have it turned down to 6. That's so weird. Let's see. Wow. love AI so much.
If the government is funded by tax dollars, then there ain't no such thing as government funded anything. It's taxpayer dollars that fund everything.
Yes. Obviously. I mean, I understand a lot of people don't get that stuff, but obviously. Okay. This is so manipulative. Okay, here we go yet again. Governor Gavin Newsom. Donald Trump doesn't want you to see this picture. He's literally destroying the White House. You can very clearly see this is a perspective manipulation. Up here on this top portion where I'm highlighting, that's the other part. This is the main part of the White House over here. This part right here is the 2-story part of like the East Wing. This is a section of the East Wing. It is not like they're tearing down the entire White House. This is such a lie. Freaking liars, man. Let's bring this up. Okay. So most people, you see the White House and you see this, right? I believe this is the back end, and then there's the front end. Yeah. I really just want the picture. I mean, you can kind of see that. Can I zoom in? Not really, kind of. It's being difficult. I didn't mean to do that, but okay. So, again, the perspective, right? You see the main part of the White House, that main building, but you don't see the rest of the. Let me do top down. Aerial. I can't spell. Aerial. That's still wrong, but yeah, there you go. What you don't see. Yeah, here's a good one. You have your main part of the White House. And then you have these other wings. And I don't know which one is which. Like, I don't know if this is the West Wing and this is the East Wing. But the point is, you have these other portions and then you have these other wings that they've built, right? So this might actually be the Oval Office right here. I'm not sure. But the point is, I don't know which part they've tore up, but we're going to say this left portion here that I'm like circling. They tore off like this little part right here, and then they're going to be expanding it out to make this giant ballroom. Okay, like what? I don't understand. Like, you're acting like the entire thing is destroyed. It's all historic. Okay, but this central portion here, the main front of the White House, that was the original structure, which has been gutted like 6 or 7, 8 times. It's been renovated and fixed, and they've taken out rooms and taken out walls and done this and that. Nothing is new. They're just lying scumbags. Yeah, the Democrats are just lying. And this is like, yet again, this is what we're dealing with, is everybody's lying all the time. Well, certain factions are lying more than others, but they're acting like they're destroying the entire White House. I mean, look at this perspective. They're just lying. They're acting like this isn't the entire White House. It's not. It's not even close. Again, it looks like it's either this end portion right here. It's clear. It has to be over here because there's some room over here. Over here, it just goes straight into like parking lots and, you know, the fences. So it has to be over here. They've like knocked off this little portion right here, and then they're expanding it out. I just like this. These lies are just astonishing to me. Okay, well, I wish they wouldn't blur the aerial shots. I kind of want to see. Okay, here's a nice picture. Let's see. Can we? Yeah, that's great. This is perfect. Let's zoom in. What do you mean failed to load? How dare you? I like how it's not zooming in the picture. It's only zooming in the text. Wow. Okay. The point is, as you can see in this picture right here, yeah, this one goes straight to the street. And then there's room over here. So that's where they're doing the construction of the ballroom. And instead of them, they're lying like the entire White House is being demolished. And again, it's this tiny little portion. It's like, you can't take these people seriously, man. Absolutely insane. It is beautiful looking at it, though. Very cool. Yeah. I'm gonna have to taco. Yet again. This is very clearly perspective. Made to okay. Okay, this is a really stupid take. This is Zohran Mamdani, the Democratic Socialist candidate for New York City mayor. Yes, he's eating it with his hands. It's savage. Let's just be real. You don't eat stuff like this with your hands in Western countries. I understand in other parts of the world, people do that. This idea of this person, they're being completely obtuse. They're being intentionally retarded. Let's be real here. They're being a fucking retard. But you eat your hamburgers, your hot dogs, your sandwiches, your chicken wings, pizza, ribs, muffins, burritos, French fries, donuts, popcorn, etc. with your hands. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? You don't eat mush slop stuff with your hands. You use a fucking fork. He's doing this because it's performative. He clearly has forks and spoons and other stuff on this table. He's pretending to be like, oh, I'm ethnic. I am whatever country, Muslim country I originated from. I think he was from Saudi Arabia originally. Let me look. Or his family line. Zohran Mamdani. Let's see. Looking it up right now. I mean, Mamdani. Oh, that's right. He was born in Uganda to, was it Pakistani parents? Hold on. This is crazy. I'm reading his thing right now. Born in Uganda, right? So where does it say where his parents are from? His mother is Punjabi Hindu. Okay, that's India. His father, they're Indian. Okay. It's just so weird and confusing. He lived in Uganda until he was 5, where his family moved to Cape Town, South Africa. And his family moved to the United States, New York City, when he was 7. Okay. So, okay. Cool. You said the audio is 2 seconds behind. That's probably nothing I could do. Check audio. There isn't any. What do you even call it? There's no way I can. Usually, like in YouTube, there's a feature where you can put a delay on it. Basically, you know, like if you're doing a live stream with groups of people and somebody says something, you could basically hit the kill switch. Yeah, unfortunately, there's nothing I can do. I'm streaming through StreamYards. But to wrap this segment up, it's just like, okay, like he's intentionally eating with his hands, knowing that it looks more ethnic. He's playing up this like ethnic background thing, knowing damn well in America you don't eat that kind of food with your hands. You use utensils. Okay. And yes, this idea, like stuff like ribs, you can use utensils for it, but it's just culturally weird, right? It's very messy. And then like ribs and wings and stuff, you're supposed to use your hands. Now, this is stupid. First of all, it's like, okay, to me, when I see this, it's just irritating. I'm irritated that he's doing this because it's clearly fake, right? It's performative. And then again, this guy also is being dumb. Twinklage. I didn't even notice that. Okay, we see what you're doing. Yeah, okay. Twink. I don't know if I'm ready for this, but...
So white people in general, I'm tired of you motherfuckers. I'm tired of your incompetence. I'm tired of your laziness. I'm tired of you not washing your ass on a regular fucking basis, and then we have to be susceptible to that shit. I'm tired of you having babies on fucking leashes. I'm tired of seeing babies that's 13 years old in a fucking stroller because you just want to give them the fucking world. Or, oh, Billy doesn't want to walk, so we just gonna like have his feet dragging on the fucking ground.
These big ass babies.
Big ass babies.
Breastfeeding a baby that can chew steak.
Exactly. I'm tired of y'all raising and birthing and raising serial killers, pedophiles, mass shooters, and all this. And then you tell black people that we're violent. Everything about violence, we learned it from you. So you're the root cause of it. So white people in general.
This is one of these things. When I see stuff like this, I'm just like, okay, all right. If you want to put out a message, right? I'm very aware of this all the time. There are certain topics I don't talk about for a reason, because I clearly am going to have a bias, or it doesn't make sense to hear it from me. When you have a big buffalo bitch like this, ma'am, laziness, odors, violence, are you talking about yourself? You can criticize whoever you want, however you want. It doesn't offend me. It's just really interesting that this racist culture is just, you're allowed to be, if you're black, you're allowed to be racist, and nobody can call you out. Like that, this time is like done. Like it's fading out. They've lost. So when I see this, I'm like, no.
General, I'm tired of you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I'm tired of your incompetence. I'm tired of your laziness. I'm tired of you not washing your ass on a regular fucking basis.
I mean, she's talking about herself though. This is the thing is, and people have these like racial stereotypes in their head, like, oh, all of this group of people does this, all this other group does this thing, and it's like, no, people are dirty in general. If you ever go into a major city, and if you take any kind of public transport, I don't recommend it. Walk, get an Uber. I don't even recommend doing taxis anymore. Taxis have always been filthy to me, but get an Uber because that person owns the taxi and they like it to be clean, or their vehicle. It's their personal vehicle. Going anywhere that has a crowd of people, you tend to smell people. And let me give you a hint on who stinks. It's usually the trashy poor people. It doesn't have anything to do with race most of the time. I've seen trashy white people, like clearly they're trailer park trash, unwashed, unbathed, and they smell like butt. I have seen ghetto people with half their head and half of their hair done. The other half is in cornrows, the other half is out. They're wearing some kind of zebra print leggings or something, and they smell like butt and sour pussy. Okay, it doesn't matter your race most of the time. Then you have some foreigners who, you know, certain areas around the world, they smell really bad for a couple of reasons. It just is what it is. And you avoid those people. I'm sorry, you just avoid them. You can kind of look at somebody, they're loud and abrasive, they're just nasty. They give that aura, okay, they're unwashed, I'm going to avoid. But this idea that it's only a certain group of people, like, no, absolutely not. This is circling back to the previous thing. Yeah, man, no one who hasn't been a U.S. citizen for 10 years should be running for office. I'm going to go a step further because I think it's gotten to a point where it's just this whole immigration thing is completely out of control. 10 years ago, you could have convinced me of that. 20 years ago, I wouldn't even question it at all. I'd be like, yeah, sure, why not? But I think it's so far gone now at this point that this idea that you can come here into my country, any country around the world, as far as I'm concerned, I maintain this. Come into my country, and then you think you have the audacity to say that you want to run for public office, that you want to be in our government. Oh, and I'm not just talking about federal level. I'm not talking about state level. I'm talking about as far down as like the local level. I don't care if you've been here for 30 years. I don't want you to be running for the city council. I don't want you running for the school board. I don't even want you to be a city clerk. I don't want you in the government, period, let alone a publicly elected office. I don't want any foreigners in our government, period. Any government institution, office building, or service. Now, a lot of people will push back and say, well, you're forcing people out. You're creating second-class citizens. Yes, I am. That's exactly what I'm doing for a good reason. You can't possibly assimilate. It's just not possible, especially when you're coming from a radically different culture and society. Yes, I think we should allow some people to come in at some time. Okay? That's fine. I'm not saying completely close all borders. I think we need to do a moratorium for a good 15, 20 years and just say no more. Don't let anyone else in. because of just how bad it's been abused. But again, I think it's just completely unconscionable to say that, you know, somebody with the grace of their our generosity that say you can come into our country, not just to visit, but even to live, you know, set up a family and a house and all this stuff, start a new life here. This idea that then we're going to give you access to our government and try to tell us what to do? No, absolutely not. Fuck you. But again, I think this is a compromise. Like, if I had to pick between what I want, which is no foreigners ever in office, versus the left who says anyone at any time can just come over here and just basically take us over and run through us like, you know, nothing. I would pick this. Yeah. So Brandon, I could compromise and say, sure, 10 years. I think that's fair. All right. I mean, this is, again, I'm going to put this back up. Yet again, we have these people who are making something out of nothing. This random account, Call to Activism, got 1 million followers. I just...
You know, there's a relative... Nobody's actually seen anything quite like it. I think it'll be one of the great ballrooms anywhere in the world. It's about $300 million. It's set to do many, many things, including meetings of foreign leaders, including the honoring of foreign leaders. You can see this. This is a plan. If it's got tables so that you honor a foreign leader, we have a proper space. Right now, we have a space that with tables holds about 79 people. You know.
So they're complaining that the ballroom is going to cost $30 million, which is $50 million more than it originally was projected to be. Trump very openly has said, and you know, everyone has said that, you know, this is privately funded, which I don't really understand how that's supposed to work. I have no problem with public funds being used on stuff like this. The White House is potentially the centerpiece of America, right? This is something that we should have pride in, and it's almost sacred. I don't care that it looks beautiful. Like, that's awesome. Like, of course, you want to beautify it. You want it to make it look modern and stuff. Like, all this gold coated stuff in the background. Yes. This is our presidential palace, is what it used to be called before we renamed it to the White House. You want it to be beautiful. It's like, what's the problem? Like, these people are ridiculous. Oh, God. I don't think I could show this. It's a trans person with really nasty chest scars. They look like a troll, like a goblin. Like, literally, their physiognomy is... I'm just gonna skip that one. They're still talking about the White House like it's... All right. I'll watch this track.
Are you a cop?
I'm the supervisor of...
Are you a cop? Do you speak English?
Listen, I'm asking you to leave the property.
You stopped me from leaving, you
Have
fucking
a nice
idiot.
day. I'm letting you know if you come back, you're subject to arrest.
Bullshit.
Well, I'm letting you know.
You have to be trespass warned. You don't even know the fuck I am.
I'm giving you a trespass warning right now, a verbal. You want to give me ID? I'll give you a written one.
You asked me for my ID. Are you a police officer?
Do I need to
Then
get the police?
fuck off.
You can fuck off too and head off the
Have a
property.
nice
Who
day,
the
man.
fuck are you?
You can fuck off the
I need
property.
names from both of you
Have a nice
and who
day.
you work for.
You can get off the property now, sir.
You shaft?
You're being trespassed.
Just hear me. I heard you, dick breath.
Okay, so can you head
Give me
off?
your fucking name. Clover with what company? Clover.
Okay.
With who?
With the company that sent us out here, sir.
Which company,
We don't
dickhead?
give you shit, so can you head off the property now? Give me your name and birthday date.
Shut up,
That's
you
what you
fucking
need to get it out,
idiot.
retard.
You're a fucking. You guys
I
are.
have your ID.
You guys are
Alright, get the fuck
fucking
out of here.
idiots.
This is for trespassing. I'm trying to issue you, but you're refusing. So I'm giving you a verbal.
Yeah.
Okay, you
yeah.
got that?
Here, I got a verbal for you. Fuck off.
That's fine.
Here's the visual.
Hey. Merry
Okay.
Christmas, happy-
Okay. Well, considering I was in the security industry, I can speak on this a little bit. Yeah, that's not how you deal with that situation. It's really, really easy. It's really easy. You just call the police. They're sitting there arguing and cussing and all that stuff, escalating the situation. You just call the police. This guy won't leave the property. You call the police. When the police arrive, they will trespass them for you on their behalf. You got to go. If you don't leave, now you're subject to arrest. Now, these appear to be armed security guards, security officers. It's possible they had enhanced powers like special conservator of the peace. I don't know. If that was the case, they could make the arrest. But I just, it's one of these things. It's like, I don't know that it's as serious as they're making it out to be. Like, move on. Okay, I'm scrolling. Oh, we have footage of the Louvre thieves. Fascinating. So I briefly touched on this. Like, I saw that, you know, the jewels were stolen a couple of days ago in a couple of the, you know, previous stream, but I didn't realize it was like this big.
Merci. Les individus sont en scooter et ils vont quitter.
I mean, that's...
Les individus sont en scooter et ils vont quitter.
How do you... This whole story to me just is so weird. It doesn't make any sense. I don't understand how you can possibly see this. And it was like some movie. Actually, you know what? A lot of people were saying like it's like one of these Ocean's 11 movies or something, this elaborate heist. Not really. They literally just put a truck next to the window and scaled it, broke it, used some power tools to break into the case and stole the crown jewels. And then left. And that's just, the security just sucked. Like, how does nobody say, hey, this is a problem? Nobody on the outside noticed either because it was a work truck. I can tell you again, security industry. I immediately, you know, as the security officer, even on the lowest level, you are trained to spot things that are suspicious. And if something doesn't look right, or you weren't briefed on the movements or what's happening today at your location, you call it into the supervisor. Hey, immediately I would say, hey, there's some guys in work vests here working on one of the cases. You know, one of the exhibits do we have a scheduled visit? And they would like, Officer Jenkins, you're absolutely right. We don't have one today. Why don't you go check it out? Go investigate. You know what? And a matter of fact, I'll send backup. We'll send another officer out to assist you. They didn't do that. Nobody was paying attention or something. Like, it was multiple layers of failure. What? Why is this loud? There we go. I don't understand this sometimes. Yeah, so it's like, to me, it's common sense. You're looking at a situation like this on it from a security standpoint, and you say, how do I secure an area? Well, the easiest way to do it is with somebody watching. You just have somebody physically present there and watching. If that's too expensive and you have this big area, then they do patrols. They're doing patrols. You have somebody watching the cameras. Obviously, with modern times, we have better technology. You can even use AI detection to see if something doesn't look right. It's very simple. It's really not that complicated. Obviously, somebody was not paying attention, and now the France's crown jewels were stolen. It's just like they sucked. That's what happened. They sucked. I feel like this is an old video.
Help, please.
That's a big, strong bitch.
Weird bitches in school.
Yeah, that's a big, demonic bitch. She's gonna break the glass and severely cut herself if she doesn't stop. That's a scary bitch. My God. Okay. All right. This is why we don't. Here we go. Yet another one. Ontario. Ontario, California. CA like Canada or California? Hold on, let me look it up. I want to make sure it's not actually Canada or no, it's California. Yep, this just happened. Oh, for fuck's sake. Another one? Another immigrant crashed and killed into people again. Hold on.
Exclusive dash cam video, which is now the subject of several law enforcement investigations. It shows the moment a red semi-truck plowed into a number of vehicles on the westbound 10 freeway in Ontario just after 1 p.m. yesterday. The CHP told the LA Times the driver of this big rig is a 21-year-old man who is now under arrest on suspicion of driving under the influence of drugs. A total of 4 semis were involved and
he
also
was
4
on drugs.
passenger vehicles, one of them exploding in flames. 3 people were killed and 4 others were taken to local hospitals. This horrific crash happened just east of the 15 freeway and shut down all westbound lanes for more than 12 hours.
I'm going to say this again. Trump has to get involved. Has to get involved. I want to know his immigration status. Hold on. we can't live in a society like this. Why do we have foreigners on our roads killing us? Because they don't know how to fucking drive. Let's see. Who is the guy? Come on, tell me who he is. I mean, I know who he is. This one is trash. It didn't tell me. I had no information. But it says, I can't say that name. Whatever Singh. Okay, here's something from the week that talks about it. Let's see. Trump administration targets Biden after illegal truck driver, whatever, Janapreet Singh causes deadly crash, killing 3 in California. Is he an illegal immigrant? Let's find out. He's held for killing 3 in a tragic vehicle collision. Tragic isn't the word I would use. I mean, it is tragic. Horrific. Completely avoidable. Yeah. Reportedly reached the United States illegally. Why is it in quotes? Is he an illegal immigrant or not? It says he reached the United States illegally in 2022. Singh was reportedly released from detention center pending immigration proceedings under the Biden administration's policy favoring illegal immigrants. Okay. So, yes, he was an illegal immigrant. He just happened to be allowed out by the Biden administration. Did not make him a legal immigrant. Just say he was an illegal immigrant. Okay. So yet again, here we are with another illegal immigrant from that particular part of the world driving these semi-trucks recklessly. They also said he was on drugs in the other post on the news report, suspected of being on drugs, and they're killing us. And I'm getting really angry here because I drive a lot, okay, for my job, and I will be leaving here in about, I'm going to have to cut this at about 35, 40 minutes. I need to get ready to leave. And I'm on the highways constantly. A couple weeks ago, I had one of these fuckers cut off the vehicle in front of me. Far side of the road, right? It was a 3-lane. No, we're on a 4-lane. This fucker cuts all the way across, all the way to make a turn, to make an exit. We all had to slam on our brakes. When I tell you the violence that I was thinking in my head, like I can't even say it on stream. The things I was thinking of doing because I was so enraged, like you just tried to kill me. I guarantee you it would have been one of these fuckers. It would have been one of these fuckers driving this thing. And I wish it does not. This is the thing, is it doesn't have to be this way. I don't need to feel a certain way about certain demographics, groups of people. If we just did the things that the basic things, enforcing the laws. This is the normal norms that we've had for generations. We slowly trickle in immigrants. We do things the right way. And anyone that's found to be illegal, we kick them out. It's not that difficult. But yet again, here we are with more Democrat far left bullshit. They're killing people. These company owners need to go to jail for cutting corners and killing people. Yes. So one of the most annoying things that I've noticed is oftentimes you'll see like these big illegal immigrant raids on these businesses and stuff. And why aren't the business owners in jail? Why aren't they being arrested? Why is their business still allowed to operate? Shut it down. Liquidate the assets. They're the ones that are facilitating these massive crimes, so they should get a harsher punishment. And when it comes to these trucking companies, they're literally killing people. They need to go to jail. Find out who hired this person in the company, put them in jail. They get the same, they get to go to prison just like he gets to go to prison for killing people. It's really that simple. Yeah. The company's higher than, of course they know. Now, here's the thing, is if you can prove, let's just say he had really good forged documents, then I would say, yes, absolve them of wrongdoing. If somebody presents you with a government ID and it's a legitimate government ID, like a government issued ID, it's clearly not fake or whatever, then it's not their fault. But if this person's like doing like really sketch stuff, and you could tell, basic investigative means you can tell if this is legit. And again, all this stuff is completely avoidable. I don't know why we have to live like this. Trump is on cleanup detail. He's trying to do as much as he can. He's trying to do some fun stuff and some nice beautification things, like, expanding the White House, that sort of thing. And we're faced with these serious issues. Like, this is just completely unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. He has to act. We have to have some kind of national moratorium on illegal immigration. I don't know how that looks. A lot of people would be very uncomfortable with this sort of thing. Like, you have to. It's a basic public safety at this point. We had these immigration checkpoints before where you would have Border Patrol, something like it was up to like 50 miles inside of the border. Like, if you drive through those checkpoints, they literally have a checkpoint and you have to stop and they'll ask you, are you a citizen? And you just say, yes. Like, what do you mean? And then they're like, okay, go ahead. They can detain you if you don't answer, which historically I had a huge problem with this. I was very uncomfortable with it. I didn't think it's not legal kind of thing. Now those were luxury beliefs when I was more ignorant of the situation. It's bad. Okay. These people are not only like literally taking American jobs. They're literally taking American jobs. This idea that Americans wouldn't do this is just, it's a lie. Okay. A lot of these truckers make $80,000 a year now. Some of the high end ones, over $100,000 a year now. You can't convince me that Americans wouldn't take that job. That's just a lie. The reason why they're hiring these illegal immigrants is because it's cheaper for the businesses. They don't have to pay them these actual wages. Lock them up. They got to go. Once we reset society, once we have a good 5, 10, 15 years of actually enforcing the laws, it resets the culture. Then we can go back to something like in the 90s where, yes, you have more those rights that you had before. It was understood that we had a high trust society where you can just do things, go out and just be you and not have to worry about this. But now we're in this situation where we have so many illegal immigrants everywhere. Literally everywhere. Every time I go out into public and I look at people and you start making these you're doing these side eye things and then I hear them speak and I'm like, they're not even speaking English. It's like, I don't even think they're supposed to be here. And it makes me, I hate this because I don't like being like this. I miss the time when there was just like this innocence and just like you get to be out and just enjoy living. Now I have to look around and be like, they're illegal immigrants, aren't they? That guy driving, he might try to kill me. Let me like take a really wide berth. I mean, I'm talking about like almost every day that I'm on the road, on the highway, trying to get to my cases. I'm watching these big ass trucks and they're like swerving into my lane. And I'm like, fuck no, bro. And I'm going around and like, nope, I'm out of here. Because I'm not trying to die. And I have to make these choices. Am I going to risk getting pulled over with a ticket to not get killed by this truck? Is that what I want to do today? Yeah, fuck it. I'd rather get the speeding ticket or even the reckless driving potentially to get around these people, or would I rather be dead? I'll take the legal consequences. I'm not trying to die. I will tell you, it was some months ago, probably 3 months ago. I had one of these fuckers. I was off the highway, though. Got off the highway, and I was in this town. And the truck just like zooms across multiple layers of traffic in this town and cut me off. And I'm just like, here we go. Well, at least I was going 25. Immediately, I heard lights and sirens, and I'm like, they zoomed around, cops zoomed around me and pulled the fucker over. And I was like, I started cheering, yes, get him. Like, no, man, like, enough is enough. Yeah, they don't read English. The speaker read English. I know, man. Like, he said, I'd like to see these companies, they're paying these guys. It's got to be below minimum wage. They have to be. Like, I don't know what is the benefit other than you're just ripping Americans off because you're giving these people such a low wage. So incredibly frustrating. Let's see. I don't have to leave here until I think noon. But I'm not going to do a super long stream today. All right, let's go through a couple more things. This is another rage bait one. A Swedish court has ruled that the Eritrean migrant who raped a 16-year-old, I can't say her name, Maya, I don't know how to pronounce that, Aberg, won't be deported because the rape didn't last long enough. I don't know what that means. What do you mean it didn't last long enough? The incident took place September 1st last year when Maya missed her bus and was walking through a pedestrian tunnel after finishing her shift at McDonald's. The girl and her family immediately reported it to police. The 18-year-old Eritrean migrant named Yazid Muhammad was sentenced to 3 years in prison for rape. He's a citizen of Eritrea, and the prosecutor sought his deportation. However, the Court of Appeal noted that the man has refugee status. Under Swedish law, deporting a refugee requires that the crime committed constitutes an exceptionally serious offense. Okay, and rape isn't. It's one of the most egregious offenses you could possibly do. And it says that allowing them to remain in Sweden would pose a serious threat to public order and safety. That's literally, yeah. Honestly, hot take. I think rape should face capital punishment. I don't understand, like, this idea that you can violate someone's body in the most egregious way. You're forcing yourself on them sexually. They should seek the death penalty. They should face the death penalty. Even more so, it's not just in the principle of, hey, you forced this woman or even this girl, teenage girl, and you violated her. It's not just that principle. What makes it into because here's the thing. That was a bad incident that happened, but she's still alive, right? Yeah, she's gonna have trauma, but she still has a life afterwards. What makes it death penalty for me is that you are essentially imposing your genetic material onto someone else, which has the potential of forcing them to have your child. Obviously, most places accept that you can get an abortion for if you are raped. But the idea, the concept is, again, you're forcing your genetic material on someone else. It's like an extra level of depravity and evil and violation. Like, no, you have to be executed. There's just no way. I cannot. I don't understand why we keep these people alive. Like, if you cannot control yourself, and you want to behave like a wild animal, okay, we're going to put you down like a wild animal. How about that? The rape of the 16-year-old male was not deemed serious enough to justify deportation, and the Court of Appeal citing, among other factors, the duration of the rape in its assessment. Okay, I keep saying the word so many times, like I don't expect to be monetized here, but I also don't want to get in trouble. I'm going to start using TikTok terms. Grape is in many cases considered an exceptionally serious offense that would lead to the deportation of a refugee, but an assessment must be made based on all circumstances of the individual case. Given the nature and the duration of the offense in question, the Court of Appeals finds that while the crime is serious, it does not constitute an exceptionally serious offense that would warrant deportation order for Zahid Muhammad. The request of deportation is therefore rejected. And this is the suicidal empathy, the suicidal sympathy that we're seeing all around the world. You would rather your own people suffer at the hands of these migrants than say, no, you got to go. Now, me personally, I think he could be sent back to Eritrea in a coffin. You know, after we would go through the legal process, he has his fair trial and all that stuff. Okay, you were found to be guilty. You know, even give him some short period of time for appeals, make sure everything was good. You're going to have a third party say, yes, all the evidence is good. He admitted to it even. Okay. Executed. Go to the execution chamber. Whatever that country, that jurisdiction decides is the appropriate means of execution, and do it. And offer some of the public to be able to either watch it as well, live stream it, whatever you want to do. And as gross as that is, it is a deterrent. It will stop people from doing this stuff in the future. Me personally, I'm not going to be watching public executions. I avoid all that stuff. You see all the ISIS videos and all that stuff, the cartel videos. I've seen enough of that. I don't want to see any more of it. I personally don't need to see that. I already know that there's consequences for my actions, and I'm not a murderous, rapist, psychopath. I'm not going to do that. So this is for the people who don't seem to understand right and wrong. Once enough people understand that there's consequences for their actions, permanent consequences for their actions, it'll stop. All right, let's move on to something else.
The scale of 1 to 10.
Oh my God, that's loud. All right. All right, this guy's walking around Costco or something.
The scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love coming to Costco with your wife?
0.
How much do you love coming to Costco with your wife?
Oh, shit.
0. Can I say negative?
So what's the number?
0.
How much do you love coming to Costco with your wife?
Without her, 10.
1 to 10, how much do you love coming to Costco with your wife?
How about 0?
Do you love coming to Costco with your wife?
Shit.
Oh, 0. That's why I'm by myself. She's over there. We come here all the time, so I probably 9 or 10.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
0.
What's the number?
Minus.
Oh my gosh.
How much do you love coming to Costco with your wife?
Say nothing.
What's the number?
I guess 0.
How much do you love coming to Costco with your wife?
0.
How much do you like coming to Costco with your wife?
0. 10.
Most people said 0. Most people said 0. So yeah, there's certain things that they're ripping you off on, and other things like getting some stuff in bulk is like actually really helpful. So yeah. Oh.
Excuse me, sir. No, I drew you. I love your look. You look so cool. Of course, sir, I drew you. Excuse me, miss. I drew you.
Oh my, wait, this is so good.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I love your shirt. Sir, I drew you.
So I
drew you.
I will try to. These are all fake, right? They're not. He didn't just sit there and. Yes, exactly. Yeah, these are all fake. He didn't just randomly draw these people. It's like, no, ahead of time he contacts them and says, hey, can I do this? And you're going to do this. And they probably even go as far as to going to the, ahead of time. All right, go to the subway and we're going to be in this train and meet me there. All right, I'm going to pretend like, you're a random person in the train and then I'm going to do this. Yeah, these are fake. Unfortunately, that's the state of the internet, is a lot of these videos are fake. Oh, all right. This is a nice long one. Let's see. This is Nick Sorter. This kid is completely. Am I thinking of the right one? Hold on one second. My subscriptions on YouTube. What is his name? Why is this doing this? I apologize. What is that kid that live streams? Tyler Oliveira. Okay, Oliveira. That's a different one. Okay, Nick Sorter. He's also like a independent journalist, but let me pull this up. He asked a group of leftists outside of ICE Portland how many U.S. citizens Trump has deported. It is none. Yeah, this is incredibly frustrating. I will play this in a second. It's very long, so we're probably not going to watch the whole thing, but it is incredibly frustrating that these Democrats and leftists think that U.S. citizens are actually being deported. It hasn't happened. They can't name a single person. It's just not happening. They live in this fake, distorted reality, like Twilight Zone stuff. They're completely delusional. It's not happening.
Who? Absolutely not. No. Are they here legally? Yeah, you're here legally. Are they here legally? No, I'm not asking about you. I'm asking like in general.
Because I'm a white girl, huh?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm asking, are these people that have they arrested and deported any American citizens?
Doesn't matter.
They have? Oh, they've deported. Which one? Which one? Which one? Which one? Which one? Oh, yeah, look it up. Look it up.
Oh, yeah, there's so many. It's everywhere, you fucking idiot.
Oh, my God. They're arresting Americans everywhere. All the Americans. Hi, Joe kids. Hi,
this
Joe
is the other thing
all
is
the Americans out here.
Here's the other thing. Like, if anyone actually believed that, this is why I know this is all fake. Nobody is actually believing this. Like, there's no way. Like, if you think all this is happening, then it would be full out, like, immediate civil war, like insurrection, complete revolution. You would immediately storm all government buildings that mean a damn and take over and just say, no, stop this immediately. It's all fake and performative. We're going to bust out our phones. We're going to have our phones out. And we're going to pretend like, this is the worst thing that's ever happened. I don't believe them. They're lying.
I am. Whoever I am. You forgot my name after 0.3 seconds.
That's the right to due process.
Okay, are you going to tell me what American citizens have been arrested and deported by ICE?
I saw you attacking people, saying people didn't know what a term of a Nazi was.
Practically everybody.
Have you not seen videos? What's the term of a Nazi?
Okay, just look it up. You got your phone. I'm letting you use your phone.
What's the term of a Nazi? Do you know what the term is?
Just look it up. I'm giving you the opportunity. You couldn't do it. I will. We'll make it cinematic here.
What is the term of a Nazi? He wants that.
All right. So are we just? Can you just concede that we haven't arrested any arrested and deported any U.S. citizens here?
What is the term of a Nazi? They picked the right person. Do you know what the term of a Nazi is? Because I have a video of you asking people what the term of a Nazi is.
Somebody play the Jeopardy song.
What is the exact term? I bet you will never have coffee.
Keep going. Come on.
Do you know what it is? Keep coming on my face about that. Do you know the term of a Nazi?
Okay, so we can't.
Okay, like here's the other thing too is like I don't think people actually believe this stuff. And you notice how they're like kind of shaking and they're like getting really amped up. It's like, dude, calm down. There's nothing happening. You're having a debate, a conversation.
Just to be clear, we can't find any names.
I haven't looked it up, stupid.
How long does it take you?
You're a bad bitch, man.
It's hard when you're freaking talking to me, isn't it, huh? What's the term of a Nazi? Hold on.
Trump?
Nick.
We're just waiting on this Google search to be completed.
Nick.
Go ahead, keep trying.
Here, I got the pictures right here.
Come on.
She's not looking it up because she knows she's lying. She knows there hasn't been a single, not one out of the millions deported. There hasn't been even one single American citizen that has been arrested and deported. Hasn't happened. Because they're lying.
Guys, for the blue?
Okay.
Oh, for the blue! Yay!
All right, so 2 minutes have elapsed now. We're
I don't even know why you're here, Nick. You shouldn't even be here because you didn't lie.
Put your
You didn't lie so much. You didn't lie so much.
Okay. All right, so she's gonna hide back there because she can't answer the question. She's got her phone. She could answer the question. She could Google it. I've given. How many more minutes do you need? You can't. Just one. You haven't been able to.
You support raping women. How do you feel about that, huh?
Yeah.
That's a hell of a jump.
Yeah,
You get no bitches.
Let me guess, you haven't had any bitches, huh?
How many
Can't
bodies
get
you
that
got?
pussy, huh?
How many bodies you got? One? Oh, yeah.
What is that? What is this? This is a they them. This is another they them.
Pam's got a question.
Okay. All right. So far nobody has been able.
Wait, that's another they them. Like, what is? They're just spawning out of
To
nowhere.
answer the question of which American citizens have been arrested and deported by ICE.
You know, I'm gonna prove you're a coward. You know why?
He's a coward. She's gonna prove that he's a coward. It's one guy. It's a group of far leftists. He's the coward.
Okay, can you answer that question?
Can you let her talk, please?
What question?
I mean, the question that I've been trying to get the answer to for the longest time. Which Americans have been arrested and deported by ICE? Okay, right. So why make the claim if you don't know?
Maybe look at two different types of news sources.
Okay, well, I gave her the opportunity to Google it, and she still can't do it. She's still trying over there. Still working. How many minutes have elapsed now?
You can't get pussy.
What is the like? This is what we're dealing with, man. Like, oh my god. They can't fight a civil war because they don't know how to fight. And that's the thing, like the few militant far leftists that actually know guns and train with guns, they will be outnumbered by the right like 10-1, 20-1. Most of the leftists are like these. Notice how they're like all white women. They're all liberal white women out here. There was like one man.
All right. Can you answer my question, though?
Because men have jobs. We have to go and work.
Nope, you're wrong. You are wrong. He is a citizen of El Salvador. He is not a U.S. citizen, and he is here illegally with a final deportation order. Huh? He has a final deportation order. No. No. Nope. Okay, so, all right, so you listened to the fake news, and that was wrong.
See, there we go. There we go. End of conversation. End of conversation.
You're still trying.
He doesn't even fucking listen to his own statistics.
have them all right here, buddy. I have them all right here.
All right, let's go. Read it.
I'm gonna keep an eye on you.
Can't read it. All right.
170 already, just under investigation. 170 under investigation right now, and we're abused.
170 U.S. citizens have been deported.
Under investigation for what's happening that are falsely arrested. Right now, the statistics 73%.
So we don't have.
So okay, that's one of the actual males, and then what is his shirt?
What's
Looks
happening
like
that
he's
are
got.
falsely arrested. Right now, the statistics 73%.
So we don't have.
Is that a rose?
We don't have, but you don't come up with it either.
I don't come up with it because there haven't been any U.S. citizens deported under President Trump. So,
It doesn't matter.
all right, so you haven't found a U.S. citizen. You've been able to Google for 10 minutes now, and you haven't been able to find a U.S. citizen. You haven't been able to find a single one in 10 minutes now.
Taking a U.S. Oh, love that you click a U.S. So cute of you.
You love what?
You click
It's
everything.
also persons. No, it doesn't have to be a citizen. Persons.
He's clipping things. See, this is the thing that I always found interesting too. Is they always like claim the stuff that they do. He is, I mean, he's edited this, but this is basically a 7-minute video. He has little spots that he sped up and added like stuff to it, like little effects and stuff. But he's literally waiting, like real time. You have your phone, Google it. How hard is it for you to Google this? This major claim, you're claiming U.S. citizens are being arrested and deported. Give us one name.
Now, if you're illegal, you get
can't
deported.
I'm going to be clicked on the internet.
You're an illegal person. Okay, you're right. Wait, okay, so you said Abrego Garcia as well, okay? Who is a citizen of El Salvador.
Out of my face.
I'm not in your face.
Yeah, you really are. You just walked up to her. Yeah, walk up to me. What are you gonna do?
I'm not going to do anything. I'm just trying to get your answer. Okay, I'm raping women. We can't do it.
See, here's the thing: is like again, they're just full of shit. They're talking shit. This little girl, I don't even think she's 18, probably. She's claiming that he's going to rape. He supports raping women. But if you really thought that, she would be in fear for her safety and wouldn't be standing a foot away from him. She's a lying.
So you said Kilmar Abrego Garcia. That is wrong. Again, for the second time, that's wrong.
That's not fucking wrong. You don't even know.
I do know that Kilmar Abrego Garcia is not a U.S. citizen.
How do you know that?
He is a citizen of El Salvador.
What's your source?
What? His attorneys aren't even arguing that he is
Oh my God. We don't know his paperwork. Okay. Yet again, here we go. This is one of these things. When they get proven wrong, then they have to go and fall back on the, well, you don't really know because you don't have access to his actual documents. You don't know what's really going on behind the scenes. It's like, okay, when you go to that argument, you could say that for anything. You don't know anything then. It's like, no, all the public information that we've been given access to, we know this guy is illegal. He's an illegal immigrant. He shouldn't be here.
Don't you think that would have been okay?
Deport
Fine.
him.
His attorneys. There you go. His attorneys.
Don't give him any more.
His attorneys.
Just walk away. Walk away. No, I want
The attorneys of Kilmar Abrego Garcia do not argue that he is a U.S. citizen.
You're not going to win. Go. He's next order.
So I'm kind of honest. Like, is this 3 generations? Is this the grandma, the mom, and the daughter? They all have similar noses, kind of.
He's Trump's.
I think it's 3 generations.
He's Trump's voice. He's Trump's voice. Is it You're not going to get through to him. Fascist from Germany? Is it? No, you didn't know that, did you? He's not going to hear you.
So what's your point?
What are right-wing fascists here in America? Nazi Americans? Yep. They're Nazis.
What does Germany have to do with this? Okay.
You guys are acting like Nazis. Don't want to be called Nazis and you are.
All right. That was very great. Great job, everybody.
He wants your...
She seems very loving.
Okay. We can save her, boys. She can be saved. She has this look in her eye like she doesn't actually believe this shit. I think she could be saved. So you guys that are young enough, you know, I don't know what age she is, but in her age range, you can save her. Ah, boy. That's rough. None of that was productive. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is a really big claim, so I'll look at this and then we'll start wrapping up because I got to go here shortly. What?
There were ICE agents in our neighborhoods on the north side of Chicago. We went there to investigate and make sure that we are protecting our neighbors from being abducted from ICE agents. And when
Illinois State Representative Hon Hu, I can't pronounce that, but that's Vietnamese, I believe, that spelling. Okay, he's claiming his vehicle got pulled over by
we
a
were
agent.
behind
on him.
these ICE agents, they sandwiched us in our car, and then they went to the passenger side and pulled a gun to my face and to my colleague's face. And they threatened us and wanted to bash in the windows.
Okay, you're 30 seconds in, and I haven't seen anyone take guns out.
In 2025, if they can do this to an elected official, they would do that to everyone and all of us, and that's fucking
Where's the gun?
bullshit.
Where's the gun?
And we gotta make sure that we fight back, and we gotta make sure that we protect our neighbors. And in that interim, they were literally trying to find hardworking Americans, people who were out there working their jobs in landscaping, in construction. And that is horrific that they're targeting immigrants and refugees right now. So we have to fight back. We gotta make sure we protect our neighbors. We gotta make sure that everyone here know their rights. And we gotta get rid of this fascist regime and these ICE agents.
So he's not going to show it. There's no video of this claim. Okay, so at a certain point, there's such a thing as called slander, libel, defamation. You're making a claim against this agency that's going to get people killed. You're claiming that they pulled guns on you. Yet you provided zero evidence of that. The only thing I saw, even remotely, there was an officer, an agent that had his hand on his gun right here. That's it. I don't see the gun drawn. So when you're putting this propaganda out, saying like they're essentially, but the theme of Democrats has been that they're calling them Nazis and fascists and Gestapo, is that you want them killed. Here we go. It just never stops. It never stops. Oh, that's... This is rage bait. It's postal workers twerking on there. It's like, okay, whatever, man. Like, we got so much more important things. I'm sorry, I'm looking at this video and I'm just going to keep scrolling. Here we go again. Oh my God. All right. It's just so annoying. This is so performative and fake. It's day 3 of demolition at the White House. The East Wing, as we know, is gone. How is this even legal? As if it's never happened before in the history of the United States that the White House has been added to, gutted, you know. I mean, we showed on stream the other day historic photos of the entire interior of the main building of the White House was completely gutted. It was nothing but the exterior walls and the roof. And they completely rebuilt it. Probably under Roosevelt, something like that. Truman, maybe. Or was it Taft? The point is, it was a long ass time ago. And they're pretending like, oh my God, it's the end of the world. Calm down. Oh my gosh, this looks amazing. Oh, that looks like so much fun, actually. Look, they're even teaching them low crawls and eye-hand coordination. This is like American Gladiator stuff. This is fantastic. Did any of them even get hit? These kids are good. All right, I'm wrapping up here. Oh. St. Louis. Of course it's St. Louis. When I was in St. Louis, during the Ferguson riots, man, that place was a shithole. What I mean by that, like the buildings and stuff are fine. It was the atmosphere was completely wrong. Completely off. It was super racist. Everything was super segregated. And I'm like, dude, like, you think of Missouri, I didn't think of it like deep south. Like, it was worse than Virginia, where I live. Like, it was very mixed in my area, Hampton Roads area, but comparatively, it was so bad. I almost thought it was the same guy. It's not. It's not the same guy. That's the crazy part. It's almost like they have a cultural problem. Okay, that's disgusting. All right, so it's pretty much all I have today. I have to start getting ready for work. I have a 2.5 hour drive going up to Erie again for a case. Oh. What I will leave you all with is, I guess, a little philosophical thing. When you are scrolling through social media, when you're watching the news, when you're reading articles, always remember that somebody has an agenda. Okay? Even if this person confirms your bias, just understand that everyone has an agenda. Nobody can be unbiased. Everything you're reading is going to be from someone's perspective. Even with these AI-generated articles, it's still going to show some stuff and favor certain things while hiding others. You can't possibly give all the information all the time. So just know that sometimes people have agendas, and just keep that in the back of your mind when you're looking at stuff. It doesn't have to be on the forefront all the time. Just know that, when you see something, what is their motivation? Obviously, there's going to be money involved, but what is their political motivation? Is there a cultural motivation? I encourage people to watch my channels and listen to what I have to say, because I'm pretty transparent about my motivations. My end goal is for America to go back to something where we were in the 90s, early 2000s, where things made sense. There was political balance. We were relatively nonviolent. Like, we politically nonviolent entirely, where you could literally have conversations, sit down with anybody, any group of people, and it was fine. That's my goal. You know, I'm not making heaps of money off of this. I'm not being paid by anybody. The little pittance literally is chump change. I'm getting spare change for every time I make a video. So I'm going to leave it there. Again, thank you so very much for watching, if indeed you still are, and I will see you all next.